What up, cunts? It is Pardon Ignorance Podcast, take 2 this week.
Uh,
Um, Dave and I are back.
yep.
We're live stream. We've been live streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. I thought I was recording for the last 45 minutes. Guess what? We weren't. So we're starting it up right now.
Yep, that we are. I only look like I'm not paying attention, but I am, Bobby.
That's all right.
I wish I would have been paying more attention to see that your big dumbass didn't
I don't
you
know how
know,
the fuck. And I'm sober, people. I'm
yeah,
sober. How the
yeah.
fuck did that happen?
You're better drunk.
I know. That's
Yeah.
see, that's the thing though. Like, I get a lot of shit done when I booze, and I'm more in tune with this kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
We seem to have more technical difficulties the less I drink, so that tells me that maybe I should just come on already blackout next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that that's a good starting point for you.
And
Um,
I'm not gonna be that cunt either, man. We went over some pretty good stuff.
yeah, we did. We had story time.
We definitely had story time.
Um, Played some cool audio files. Um, Said how gay we would take it to get our dream job.
Yeah,
And talked about butthole hairs and our whiskers. And our facial whiskers. So, I mean, we had some good stuff going on, Bobby. And now I
yeah,
feel like,
definitely.
and now I feel like if we short the people, we're gonna be the assholes. Um, we'll see. I sent it out. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, our buddy joins. You
What do you
know,
mean joins?
oh, he's
Join
gonna.
Zoom?
No, check us out on Twitch.
Oh, check us out on Twitch. Is he
Yeah,
even on Twitch?
I don't know. We're gonna find out, aren't we?
He's probably not allowed. So,
True.
one thing I will go over again that we did when I thought we were recording where we weren't is that you'll notice there is only 2 of us this week.
Right.
And this isn't one of those episodes where it starts off 2 and maybe 1 or 2 other people will join again.
Right.
Chris had to do grandpa shit and said he doesn't want to come play with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And he promised me last time that he would play with me.
yeah.
So I,
He'd rather bounce some youngin' on his knee than hang out with a couple bros
it's true.
who he won't get in trouble for fingering.
Well, it depends on if you ask me first, my good man. That's what it depends on.
Eh,
Um, I sent the link out right now to 5 or 6, 7 people, so maybe we get some more action in the on the Twitch. But if not,
yeah, that'd be
let's
great.
roll
Let's
into
get
this.
some
So,
interaction here.
Bobby, in our unrecorded podcast, you told a story about getting a blowjob in a bar. Found that
Yeah.
interesting. But I feel like, well, there hasn't been a lot of views, honestly, in the fucking Twitch feed, so it doesn't really matter. We also discussed.
There's like 9 people in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why am I seeing one?
I don't know. I see it because since I'm the broadcaster, I open it up, I see everybody that's in there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who these people are.
I see you,
Yeah.
obviously me, but then there's like it's weird.
Yeah, it's all good. Who cares?
Yep.
So when people get in there, get in there. Yeah, we talked about Corona Weekly because you had Corona in your house. I don't know if you want to go back into that, but basically, you've had a rough 2 weeks
I'm
with it.
over it.
You're over it. We talked about how we had dum-dums in the city that we live in, blocking the streets for environmental reasons. Yeah, that's an important thing. Browse right over that again because I don't want to dive back into it. Yeah, and then we talked about how I conned a girl I took home to go get a shower because her vagina smelled. So
Yeah. Now
yeah.
here's the thing though, like um going back to that subject actually,
Oh, let me clarify. Because we were at a disco club and both of us were dancing all night, I'm assuming that's why she had a smelly vagina. I am positive that my under region was also not at its tip top shape as well. So the shower was good for both of us. I just don't want us to get canceled over me
Got
saying
that
somebody's
fucking no. Let's get canceled, dude.
let's get canceled.
She had a crazy. She was marinating some her panties. You were doing the same.
Yeah,
And you guys just tried to
make
mix
the
your
best of
salad
it.
dressings.
Mhm. Um, Stuff that we didn't touch on, Bobby, but we can
Mm-hmm.
touch on. Um, aren't you glad you got your dick snipped?
What
That
do
you
you
don't have
mean?
the turtle dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't you glad? Because in the country we live in, it's not popular to get it done. So
Right.
I feel like if you go to the disco and you're dancing all night, you're probably gonna
Oh.
build up some dicky cheese under that
Oh,
hood.
you pull
Uh,
that skin back, and I bet that smells awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
sure.
Jesus Christ.
Got fucking cream cheese. No thanks.
Fucking necrotic. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. It's we were in the military. We were told you had to pull the clean the was it what the fuck did they call that? It's a certain technical term that you're before you go in for a ball exam, you're supposed to pull the
Schmegma.
skin. Yeah, schmegma. You're supposed to clean the tip. And I always thought like, okay, well, you're supposed to be just grabbing my balls. Are you what are you concerned about what's under the skin of my dick? But I thought about it. Maybe somebody's standing there and they're rubbing their piece all over your hand while you're trying to fucking make them cough. Next thing you know, you got fucking dick cheese all over you.
Oh, but that's the worst, dude, because like here's the thing. All right, you played football. I played football growing up. Everybody, and you were in the military with the physicals to make sure that you don't have a hernia, right?
Right.
Um, how many times do you think those gloves are being changed between people?
I don't know. I don't know. I fucking hope they were changed every time, but I'm
So,
pretty sure they weren't.
but like, think about it, because they're not.
Yeah.
Um,
Really is terrible.
and like that's also like that's the craziest thing, man. Like imagine like when we were like little kids playing football. Oh, gotta go get your physical, like in the fourth and fifth grade, and you just line like your whole football team's lined up, and it's just one after another. Like you gotta like nowadays, you gotta be really sketchy about the kid's dad who's a doctor who volunteers to be the team
Yeah.
doctor.
Mm,
Oh, I'll give
yeah.
everybody physicals. Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
also,
bet you
and
will, Johnny. You fucking
it's
chomo.
also the thing that, like we spoke about before in the military, how you have to stand on a certain point, bend
Mm-hmm.
over, and spread your fucking butt cheeks so they can see if you have hemorrhoids or not.
Yep.
That's a fucking that's something special. You know, like, dude, how many assholes have you taken a look at today? Like, that's not
See,
for
that
me.
doesn't bother me at all. I have no problem with that.
Mm.
Want to see my asshole, dude? That's cool. I'll show you.
Or the buddy who comes out saying, "Yeah, he made me duck walk. You know, I had to fucking duck walk around the room." And you're like, "With your pants on or off?" And he's like, with them off." I'm like, "Dude, I didn't have to do that. I don't know why you did." You ever tried to duck walk with no pants on? That's not pretty at all.
No, that's
Just
not fun.
just shit everywhere. Oh man. Uh yeah, so we put in a solid 55 minutes, Bobby. Um what recorded is 7 7 minutes.
I've been streaming for an hour and 23 minutes.
I know. I know. I know.
God damn
I
it.
know. I know.
Ugh,
But we're gonna make this podcast 10 minutes long. You put out a 10-minute podcast.
that's all right. That actually saves me some
new
time.
new title for the pod this week. Bobby's an idiot.
I'll write that down.
Yep. Bobby the Dum Dum. That almost puts you on the same level as the people laying in the street. It's almost not as bad, but it's close. It's close.
Yeah.
Are you going back to America this year? You going back to the States?
I hope so.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. It's expensive, man. That's an expensive trip.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, it's an expensive one.
Yes, it is. It usually runs at like I don't even want to talk numbers. It's
10 G's. 10 G's.
at least at the very, very, very,
Mm.
very, very minimum. And that's
Yeah.
for only like a fucking 2 week trip, dude, for four
And
people
I always think like at the end, like 10 G's, I'm like, man, we could have went to some place I never been to before.
for a
Mm,
lot cheaper.
mm. What's the
This year, like that's the thing for us. Like we're spending over 10, but we don't need cars. We don't need
mm,
hotels,
right?
any of that shit. That's all over there.
Yeah. That's
Um,
what I always said. Like I don't have to pay for hotels, and that's a huge cost.
this,
Um,
go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
This past year, we went to Venice and a place we were directly just outside of Venice, directly on the Adriatic Sea, for about 10 days. And I think we paid fucking for the entire trip, like including gas, dude. I think I was like around 2,800
Yeah.
for four fucking people. That's insane.
It's a lot of cash, that's for sure.
No, yeah, that's cheap
Yeah, but it's still
compared to
overall, you guys go shopping too, right?
in America.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you get an extra suitcase for the way back?
What I do is, what we usually do is we pack everything into two suitcases and put those suitcases inside a bigger suitcase, right?
Right.
And then we come back with all of them.
Right. So I was thinking, Bobby, from here, a couple of things we could discuss that we didn't discuss in the first half hour. Um, where do you want to go from here? Like, where do you like if you could go somewhere else? So obviously going to the States, you're going to visit friends or whatever you're going to do there. What's the place on your bucket list that you haven't been with either the family or by you can't go by yourself. It's difficult for you to go by
Cuba,
yourself. I mean, dude, seriously, me too. I think it would be cool as shit.
Cuba. I would love it.
To me, it would be like I think it would be like going back in time. Simpler times, maybe.
Not
I'm not trying to go to a resort.
maybe.
I want to go to
No, 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 no. I want
yeah.
like I'm talking. I want to walk the streets. I want to eat some Cuban food.
Hmm.
I want to dance some salsa.
Hmm. I want to eat the native food, get some shits, have the
Yeah,
shits because my body's not used to that, type of normal food. Yeah, I actually am surprised you said that because it's definitely on my list.
yeah.
Another cool place I'd love to go is Iceland. Haven't been there. Uh,
Iceland would also be great.
yeah, but I think that's a place you can go for the weekend, and I think that would be a cool like just like a dude's trip because I heard that really the only place you can go is you can like drive the outer um the outer road around the whole island, kind
Hmm.
of. And really then you have the name of the capital there that I'm gonna butcher. What is it, Reykjavik? Reykjavik? I'm pretty sure I butchered
Yeah,
that
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's cool how like 80% of their energy comes from thermal, which is
Yeah.
fucking badass. But I hear it's a great weekend trip. Like more than 4 days is unless you want to go hiking around the volcanoes and shit. But I, I'm not a hiker.
Yeah, see, I'd like
so
that.
yeah, I would for a day, but not to make a week out of it, dude. Like I
Yeah,
want to I want to go on one of those night trips they have where you go up like in the safe areas around the volcano and stuff, and then you can see the northern lights and shit like that, and
right.
like a clear ass sky. That shit's I would do it with you, dude. We make a romantic trip out of it. Me and you.
Yeah,
We'll get a bottle of wine, fucking share a tent. I don't care.
definitely.
I'll keep you warm, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll share the same bag. Be like, wait, you guys brought two sleeping bags and you're sharing the same one? Be like, don't judge us.
Yeah, you gotta zip them together to make
Yeah.
one big one, and you
One
just
big
wrap
one.
yourselves up, dude. Fucking human caterpillar. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Actually, it'd be better with Chris in the middle. Really just, snug him.
I think he'd get lost between us.
He would. He would.
He would definitely get lost.
He would. I mean, I don't
It's
have
like
any.
smashing a toothpick between fucking two cinder blocks.
Well, we'd be we'd be better than Pam. We'd feed him. So that's good.
True. Yeah.
Got some sausage for him, that's for sure. You know what I mean, Bobby,
And one
huh?
of us might
Huh?
actually swallow too, so.
Wow, that went different places. Hmm.
Sorry.
And I think the other one for me is, believe it or not, Australia.
Yes, dude, same. Uh,
Mm,
Australia and New Zealand,
mm.
but
Actually,
like
maybe even New Zealand more.
southern New Zealand, like where like the real
Hmm.
New Zealanders are, not like the
Want to go there and get one of those hand tattoos they make?
Yeah.
That's a fucking man tattoo if you've ever seen one. Holy shit.
Yeah,
See
definitely.
the just that fucking they hit you with the I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but they hit you with the little mini hammer and the fucking
Yep.
needle. That's fuck, man.
My
Mm,
customer, I have a customer in New Zealand. The lady who's my contact, she's actually Minori, like she's actual
mhm,
like a legit New Zealander,
mhm,
where English isn't their first language, which
mhm,
I did not know that
mhm,
that they have their own language. It's great, like the actual like the national language of New Zealand is not English. It
mhm.
blew my fucking mind.
What's your travel destination that would be your personal hell?
My personal Hawaii,
Really?
yep,
Why?
it's fucking
It's touristy. So
mm,
touristy.
it's so tourist. Like here's the thing: you're either stuck in a resort or you're in a fucking third world war zone,
Hmm.
like a drug war zone. I don't need
Hmm.
that shit. I fuck it. If I want that, I'll stay in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Uh, Okay, let's go non-US.
Okay.
Yeah, personal hell. What do you got? Non-US.
Um, China.
That's fair. And I
Just
think
because, not be. Here's the thing. Like I don't want it. Like when I say China, I don't mean it to sound like dickish or whatever. But if like I think my reasoning is legit, and the reason is that they're just not really up to our standards of living. Like a lot of places, like I have a buddy who's went there, and most of the times it's just like a fucking hole that you're literally shitting into.
is it our same buddy?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Because his trip, our mutual friend,
Yeah,
his trip made me actually look into China
yeah,
and holy fuck, it changed my whole perception.
yeah,
And just Chris talking about it on the podcast before, he's been there as well, and him
yep.
talking about it as well. Yeah. I mean, and plus I have some concerns like of traveling to certain places with our American passport.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our fellow American travelers have not always left the best impression on the locals for us. So you always get lumped into this. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of half Americans here that really hate Americans.
Yes. Yes. I think some of the things are fair, and I think some of the things are unfair. I
Yeah,
mean, we come from a country that's gigantic. We're really never really have to travel outside the states if you don't want to.
no.
And I think our perception of the rest of the world is sometimes warped as well.
Oh,
Um,
it definitely, dude, we're
yeah,
very uncultured. Like a lot of Americans are very uncultured. I
yeah.
think
So
that's fair to say.
we don't do a good job representing the old U.S. of A.
No.
Um, I think another place in me that would be for me a personal hell, which I'm with you on Hawaii and China as well. It's funny. I think we in a past life were secretly world traveling together, Bobby. And
Mm-hmm.
somehow the stars lined up and we ended up together here on this podcast um, in this small city in Germany. What are the chances of that, by the way? We should play the
It's
lotto
so
more often.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it because it's my perception because I've never been there. Literally anywhere in Africa.
See,
No part of me wants to visit Africa. There's really only one place in Africa I want to visit, and that's Morocco.
that's the funny thing. Like, okay, Morocco, okay, but all of Northern Africa can fuck itself. I would love to go to Kenya. I would love to go to certain parts of South Africa are just it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful. I agree with you. And since I know somebody from South Africa, they tell me it's beautiful as well. But they also tell me that we should be careful if you go there.
Oh
Make sure
yeah,
you know
yeah.
where you're
I know a
going.
lot of
Right.
I know a lot of people from there.
Hmm.
Um the Here in Europe, my personal hell would be Paris.
Have you been there?
I've no, but I know a lot. I work with a guy who
You ain't
has
wrong.
an apartment there. Like their apartment literally looks at Notre Dame.
Hmm. Well,
He's told us anytime we ever want to go, we can go stay there anytime. It's like, oh, cool. But he goes, you're not gonna like it.
nope.
And I'm like, why is that? And the more I started researching it, it's like, if you don't speak French, Paris is the worst fucking place for you to go. It's not what it's like in films or TV shows. They hate Americans and they hate English speaking people or anybody that doesn't speak French. Um, it's just very, very dirty.
So I'll tell you, I spent 8 weeks there working a couple of years ago, if you
Yeah.
remember this, Bobby.
Hmm.
Um, I will tell you, outside of Paris, outside of Paris,
Outside of
France,
Paris is
France
amazing.
is gorgeous. I work with French people in my job, so we have a French team.
Yep.
Fantastic people.
Yep.
The good people. Um, Paris is an absolute shithole.
Yep.
I stayed in a hotel for 2 weeks that literally overlooked the Eiffel Tower. Don't need to say what company I was working for, but they paid for it, and it was 320 euros a night.
Hmm.
They paid for it, and why did they pay for it? Because there were no other hotels available. So I stayed in a nice place. Literally, I walked out, and it was close to a touristy area. I walk out. You use the use the tram because you have to use it.
Yep.
It smells like piss. Like it just smells like straight piss. Like all night drinking piss. Just the tourist area is relatively clean, I'll be honest. But once you get outside that area, first of all, you don't need to get caught up anywhere you're not supposed to. It's a bad idea. Um, it's just it's a gigantic city and it's dirty.
Yeah.
And really, if you go there, most French people have a basic understanding of English. They just don't like to speak it, and it's
Exactly.
evident.
You know what? That's also like here. That's actually that's true for anywhere in Europe.
Yeah, and I tried, and it's true for America too, though. I tried to speak what French I could, and once they realized I was at least trying, then it made my job there a little bit easier. They're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, the guys never learned French. It seems like they got it. I was trying. I said good morning, goodbye. I said, please. I learned how to say and stuff like that. Oh, my name is this. I purposely learned that because I didn't want to be that guy. But that's as far as my French went. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's kind of like you can admit here, you lived here when you barely spoke any German. You will say your
I moved here.
experiences,
I didn't speak any German when I
right?
moved here.
So, but when you got here, you learned German and your experience changed. True or
Yep.
false? Yeah. So I would say to anybody, let's give some advice. I would say to anybody, since I have traveled, luckily my job has sent me to tons of places. I didn't have to pay anything and I gained a ton of experience. I'll say this: when working with international people, one of the easiest thing to do is to learn the basics of a language, like the
Oh
bare
yeah,
minimum,
definitely.
5-10 words to just get you by.
Yep.
And if you're learning a language, the first thing to learn is food items. I think that's the easiest thing to learn. At least then you know what you're eating. At
Hmm.
least then, yeah. And that's, for me, that's the easiest. But I would agree with you. Paris is bullshit. It has been
Yep.
done up in movies and everything else. Be like, oh, the city of love. No, no,
Now,
it's not.
where would you say in Europe that you've experienced that has actually surprised you? Where you heard bad things maybe about it and went there and was like, "Oh wow, that's not
That's
even close to being true."
that's a tough question because the places I went to, they lived up to what I thought.
Okay.
Um, I would say this: Poland.
See, I've heard Poland's awesome.
So I originally heard Poland was Eastern Europe was crap, and they were like,
Mm,
it's okay. I went to I'm gonna forget the name of the fucking city. Now you got me. Now I gotta look, Bobby. But it was if we were always talking about going on a guys trip, right? We've been talking about it
hmm.
forever. And once Corona's up, this place we mentioned on the podcast before because I thought it was so fucking good. Relatively cheap, the food was great, and the people were so fucking friendly, man.
Yep.
Um, it really surprised me. Oh, Roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lovely city, absolutely lovely place, man. Really awesome. Nice boat tour. People were nice. Food portions were huge for the price.
Yeah.
Something I think that would cost 19 or 20 euros in Germany cost probably like €5 there. It was
Yep.
fucking incredible. The other place that really, really honestly shocked me was fuck. I just had it in my head. Uh, Toulouse.
Hmm.
Because I heard, oh, it's just a rugby city. It's not really anything nice. That place was lovely, man. That place was awesome. and the other place was the northern coast of Spain, which I heard was super boring. But it wasn't. It was lovely, man. It literally, the cliffs there were beautiful.
Yeah.
Those places surprised me. The places that let me down, Paris,
Mhm.
because I was, looking forward to go there and doing some work, but taking some photos and all kinds of other good stuff. Nah, was shit. Um, yeah, really, I think that's the only disappointing place. You?
Uh, the place that actually surprised me was this past summer when we were in Venice. Everybody said it is like it just smells. It's very dirty. A lot of pollution. It's just awful. Um, we went there. Gorgeous. I could have spent like we were only directly in Venice for one whole day.
Hmm.
I could have spent the entire like it would I could have spent the entire trip there. It was
Right.
so awesome. Saw so many cool things. Just I really like the historical value of things and the cultural value of things. And there had everything. Like stuff that you grew up learning about, like Casanova, Marco Polo, everything. Like I saw their houses and it was awesome. And it was not dirty at all. It was great. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Um
Uh, Do you think that? Let me ask you this: Do you think that it was so nice there because there wasn't as much tourism because of
oh,
COVID,
fuck.
or was it
Dude,
packed?
it was m- it was so packed when we were there.
Okay.
It was very packed.
Uh, my buddy Fabian is watching the pod and Twitch, but I don't know why he didn't put it in the chat, but he said, "Tell tell Bobby the only beautiful thing in Paris is Disneyland, and every French is a fucking asshole." So yeah, I don't think so. I think that's mostly a Paris thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like you
See,
said.
I would love to go. Like, I do want to go to to the Louvre.
Hmm.
There are a few things I do want to see in Paris, but I could be like that could be a day trip for me. Like, I would rather stay somewhere else in France.
It's a 5 hour drive from here. It's not far.
5 hours?
Hmm.
I thought it was more. I thought it was
No,
like eight
it's
or
about
nine.
five. Nope, 5 hours.
Oh,
I
that's not
did
bad.
that. I drove that trip many a time, like I said.
Not
Um,
bad.
a couple other places. Let's talk about
Well,
some.
London's only a 6 hour drive with ferry and everything.
Yeah, let's give the people our. What is your favorite place to go in Europe?
Italy.
Place you've been? Italy is fantastic.
I could go there every vacation. I love it. I love it there. And it's so cheap to fly there and it's so cheap like it's cheap there.
Hmm.
A
I
lot
would
of people
say
don't realize they're a very, very, very poor country. It's Europe's Mexico, dude.
I don't know about that, but
Oh, it is.
I get what you're saying. Uh, I would say this place is not cheap. Excuse me, Bobby. For right now, it's 6 hours from here to Paris. Excuse me, I
Okay.
was wrong. 6 hours. Um, a place that is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to in my life. I had to go there a couple of times for work, which makes it a lot more fun when work pays for it. Switzerland, it's an expensive country,
Oh my
but the
God, yeah.
fucking mountain areas there are beautiful, man.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful places on the planet.
Yep. That's
Um,
um I'm sorry to cut you off. That
you're
right
good.
there, how you said, that's why Italy for me is the best trip, is my favorite place, is because when we go to Italy, like I've never flown there. My wife, her and her friends,
Mhm.
they used to go there for weekend trips because they get a round trip ticket for like 30 to 40 euros a person, round trip with Ryanair. Um, well, when we go with the family, we drive. And the reason why I love that, for me, like that whole vacation is basically that drive because you're driving through the Alps and it is amazing.
It is. And there's so many places you can stop off on the side and just take in the
Amazing.
views. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And like I said, I was there and company pays for food and everything, but the prices there
Oh,
are nuts. It
fuck,
is
dude.
crazy.
I There's a dude at my work. He used to work for a company and they were based in Switzerland. I think he lived like, I want to say it was like an hour or so from the border.
Yeah.
They used to go, like, they would wait and they would go grocery shopping every weekend here in Germany. They would drive to
Yeah.
Germany
Yeah.
for fucking gas.
Hmm.
So imagine driving 1 hour to get gas and grocery shopping. So they would come here with like a bunch of like empty like gas canisters in their car and do all their shopping because it's like fucking like half of what you pay in Switzerland.
Right. And I don't think people realize that the Swiss are very prideful people as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, they really enjoy being Swiss.
yeah,
So, um, yeah, it's good. Let's also not forget Austria. Austria is also very beautiful. It's
yeah.
another beautiful place.
I love driving through Austria.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
In fact, I don't think. I mean, let's take Paris out of the equation, but I don't think there's a country in Europe that I don't really think is beautiful. Like in Western Europe, right? I haven't really been. Even Hungary, though. Even Hungary is really really nice.
Romania, there's a lot of cool places in Romania.
I've never been there, so I can't speak on it. I'm,
Gorgeous,
on- I'm only talking about places.
gorgeous. Um, Bulgaria
Yeah, I've
is
never been there
also
either.
Bulgaria is actually like, we have here, I don't know what it's called in, I forget what it's called in English, but it's it's basically like like rehabilitation cities, right?
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
actually have a friend who's doing something like that right now. Um,
In
where they
Bulgaria?
no, no, no.
Oh, you mean here?
Here in
Okay.
Germany,
Oh,
but it's
because you
like
spoke about
it's
Bulgaria, I was
equivalent.
like,
No,
who
it's
is about Bulgaria?
equivalent to that, like equivalent to that, but in Bulgaria. I have a friend that I worked with. His parents went there every single year for this, and it was like a 3 week thing. And the pictures I've seen, it's very nice. Like in the Baltics, dude. The Baltics are beautiful.
Right. Yeah, it's nice. Where's Cannock in the Midlands? Okay, I know the Midlands is the UK, so I know it's one of the UK
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
in the mid. That's in the UK.
yeah. Oh, I know who that is. Welcome, welcome, Rich. I know who that is. Yeah. Yeah. So Cannock in the Midlands. Yeah, I just think there's a lot of places to go that I haven't been to yet that I definitely want to go.
Where are you reading that?
In the chat.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I sent him an invitation to come in. Yeah, Rich, I know you're in the chat, so let me just throw this to Rich real quick. Rich, write in there a serious place that you think's the nicest place you ever been to in Europe. As a matter of fact, he told me a couple of days ago he's going on vacation to the what is it, Gran Canaria or whatever, the islands over there off the coast of Africa.
Yeah,
Are those who do those
it's
belong to? Is
Spain.
Spain? Is okay. I
Spain.
thought so. Yeah. So technically, it's not leaving the EU, even though you're closer to Africa than you are Europe.
Actually, fuck like something nice, dude. I want to go somewhere where we can see a bunch of shavs and get crazy.
Mm. I'm hoping this summer I can take Rich up on his invitation to go visit him in the UK. He's going to show me around some shady spots. Uh,
That's what I'm talking about. Let's
yeah,
go see some shavs and get fucking nuts.
I'll, I'm sure Rich will let me bring you along, Bobby. I'll tell him we'll share the same bedroom. It's fine.
That's fine.
Not a big deal. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
we're a bunch of loudmouth American cunts. You would not.
Oh
Lake Kim.
no.
Okay, so Lake Chimsey. We drove by that this year on our way to Italy. It's insane. It is insane. It
Insane.
is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. Like it'd be worth like we were actually talking when we were driving through. We saw it. We actually were thinking we want to actually go there for a vacation. You
I'm
should
just
look it
gonna.
up. It is gorgeous.
I'm doing it right now as we speak. Keep talking
Yeah, it is so beautiful.
because I think I. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. Oh wow, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You're not kidding. Yeah. Cool. That looks like a nice
And
place
like
to
the
go.
route that we took, like you drive, like we had to drive like all along it, and then we dropped down into Italy.
Right.
Yeah, it is so beautiful.
Wow, dude. Yeah. Looks nice. Looks like me and you
Hmm.
could go there and fall in love, Bobby.
Oh yeah, it's definitely nice, man. I think that's actually it's. I think it's still it. I don't. I think it's still in Germany.
Yeah, it's right on the border.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Um, yeah, so I personally want to go. I'm in. It looks nice. Looks like it would be cold like fucking year round though.
No, it was, dude. When we went there, we drove by it in the summer. You could see so many boats out there, like sailboats and motorboats. It was cool.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm going to try to convince for the next podcast. I'm going to try to convince Rich to come on the pod. See if we can get him in.
Yeah,
Yeah. So get a little UK flavor on the pod.
come
Get him
on
in.
in.
Yeah. So I
Send
don't
him
know, man.
the Zoom link right now.
No, I'm pretty sure he's sitting there butt naked.
Perfect. Flop it for us, buddy. Come on.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just thinking, man, there's a lot of places I want to go to. Have you been to Portugal yet?
No, the wife actually wants to go to Portugal real bad.
Hmm.
I've heard it's pretty nice, but they have a it's very unstable.
It's Europe, man.
It's very unstable. Like that's
Revolutions. They go. Hey, there's one more place that disappointed me, and I just thought of it as we were talking about Amsterdam.
really?
It was okay, but I think in my head, um, I think in my head, it kind of like it was this. I think it was like the Paris version for women of me as a man. I thought, oh, Amsterdam's going to be awesome and be high and drunk the whole time. Yeah, it didn't happen.
No.
So I think I was just disappointed by you got to go to the Anne Frank house. You got to go.
Yeah. I actually want to go see that's the thing, man. That's what's crazy. I know a lot of people when they went to Poland, they went to Auschwitz. They're like, you gotta go. You gotta go. I don't know if I can like emotionally deal with that. That's fucking crazy.
Hey kids, let's
You
get
know?
together.
Like, guess what, guys? We're going on vacation. Oh, where? We're fucking 300 million people were slaughtered. Let's do this.
Yeah,
No
it's
thanks.
a rough thing. It's
Yeah.
like going to Dachau here in Germany.
Yeah.
It's sombering.
Yeah.
It's puts a perspective on things that you've only heard about.
Yeah,
Uh,
it definitely does.
yeah, but it's
Um,
definitely not. It's not a place to go and crack a few natty lights.
Depends on the company you keep. But yeah, I could crack some beers there, dude.
Pour, I gotta stop. I was gonna say
Actually, you
pour
know
one out
what?
for the homies.
Exactly. One love, Chris.
I tried to stay away from it, but I couldn't. I don't know. It just happened. Oh fuck, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. As a
um,
matter of fact, now you're speaking about that. I think was it the liberation was what 2 days ago? I think it was
yeah,
2 days.
yeah, it
3
was
days. Yeah,
a couple days ago. It was like the world Remembrance Day of it and shit.
yeah. This day was.
Um,
Yeah.
Now if you like, okay, so say if you're gonna go to like a place like that, but you could only pick like, never mind, this will get us canceled and kicked off.
No,
We're gonna stop.
no, nope, nope, nope. Gonna stick to
I was gonna
this. Let's
say,
get
okay,
away from
what three
that.
Jews are you picking to go there with? Like to
Oh
really
man,
have a crazy fun time.
I'm not. I'm not.
I
I'm
am.
staying away from it, Bobby.
I
I'm
want
not.
Jeff Ross. I want Mel Brooks and Larry David.
No Chris Wise in there.
No, because those those three will have me pissing myself.
Uh, it's actually, on a serious note, it's actually quite. Have you been there?
No.
No.
I like
Have
I
you been
said,
to any of them?
huh? No, I haven't been to
Have you
any
been
of
to
them, man.
any of
I
them,
don't
even in
think I
Germany?
can. That's not. I have a morbid curiosity of things, and I love history, but for me, that's a little. It's a little much.
It puts your battery dying into perspective.
Yeah,
Um, Sombering, man. There's one in Germany that I went to. I want to say, is it Belsen? Belsen?
I think that's the one. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been to that one. That's it's not that far from here.
not that far.
And just I'll just speak on one thing about it because it puts in perspective. A lot of the buildings have been destroyed,
Mm,
but there, excuse me, there are still buildings that things happen in. And one of them was kind of a when they went when you go in and they used to beat the shit out of people when they would hang them on hooks, and they still got the hooks there, and they still got marks on the walls and stuff, and it's crazy, man. And you read a bunch of stories, and they have a huge history museum there and actual artifacts and things like that, and you're like, you only ever see movies or you only ever see documentaries, and that
yeah,
doesn't do it justice to see things with your
no.
own eyes. Um, you know,
See, like that's my thing. Like I feed on a lot of like I'm afraid I'd feed too much on that energy there.
right,
But I think it is something I do want to experience though. Like
right,
I want to go to there. I do want to go to one.
right,
I mean, but that's what's crazy, dude. Like next time you're out, like right between us, because like our village, the only thing that separates our villages where you and I live is massive fields, right?
right.
Well, there's what is it? Uh ICBM bunker
Mm-hmm. Right,
that's decommissioned, and for our audio only, I'm doing air quotes because
right,
if you go there, you're getting chased the fuck out
right.
by military. Um but there's like all over by like it's literally a 2-minute walk from my house,
Right.
and that's where it starts. Like you can there's bunkers that just it's like a maze of bunkers all underneath all of this between from like me to you. It's insane.
But there's more than that, dude. There's all kinds of destroyed things around here. There's one that is in
Yeah, yeah,
that
but
that
I'm talking like literally like I can go outside right now and go
yeah,
to it.
yeah. It's not that far from me either.
Yeah, that's what it's between the
Okay.
two of
Yeah.
us. That's
Okay.
what
I
I
was
was
gonna say
saying. Get
I
off your
literally
goddamn phone. We're doing a podcast.
I need you to I need you to gonna send a how do I send a link? Rich just asked if he could join for 10.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I gotta send the link. This is shitty. This is shitty podcasting right now, but we're on the fly.
As always. You know what? That we stay true to ourselves. This is typical pardon the ignorance podcast, and I'm starting to slur, so that means I'm feeling awesome.
Right. Keep it going. Hold on. Gotta go on mute for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves. So that's just me. Cool. Oh, and you disappeared too. What a cock. Um, so I guess that's what we're doing today.
I'll stay this way, Bobby, because I'm literally taking my shirt off.
Are you really?
No. Come
Oh, I
back
was
with
gonna
no
say
shirt on.
proof. Do it, dude.
Proof.
Shake your tits.
Do it. Do it.
Let me see that ska bubble.
So
So there's one, two, three.
well let's not drown on dead air. So I have sent.
The Zoom link, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, I gotta go on mute for 1 second, dude.
Yeah. So it seems like we are. I was a liar when I said it was just the two of us this week. But we are apparently going to be replacing Chris with an Englishman. So we'll see how that goes if he actually joins in. And Dave's having technical difficulties at his house right now. Oh man, this is fun, guys. This is what we do. This is what we do. So, oh well, it's typical. What the hell just happened? So, hello? Hi, Rich. Welcome to
Hey,
the podcast.
how's things? All right.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. Heard your voice a lot of times. Didn't know what you looked like.
Yeah, Dave's having a battery issue right now. He'll be back. Oh, there he is.
Hey, hey, Rich, how's it going, man?
All right, mate. You?
Good. You promised to show up with no clothes on. You've disappointed me.
I've just had to put some on. I was free balling around the house when you. Yeah. The wife's gone away for the weekend, so it was like carte blanche. So I had to lock the kid in the living room, and I'm just like,
Hell yeah, dude. Child
Ladies,
safety lock on the
yeah.
inside and pull your nuts out. That's how you do it.
The parent lock off the Sky box for him, so he's watching whatever he wants in the living room. So it's fine. He's good. He's good.
yeah, good stuff. So we saw you mentioning earlier in the Twitch chat box. By the way, clever and creative name. Couldn't figure that one out. Uh, you mentioned about. I'm curious, man, because I'm pretty sure you've been to a lot of places in Europe as well. I'm sure you've left the island a few times.
I have. Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about the Chiemsee, so I'm guessing you've been there before.
I went there. My dad was stationed in North Germany in the British Army for 5 years. So we me, my two brothers, my mom and my dad drove from North Germany all the way down to Chiemsee 2 or 3 times. And it was good. It was an amazing place. I was only like 10, 12 years old.
Right.
Kind of stuck with me for 30 years. So it's one of those places. We spoke about bucket lists yesterday when we had a chat.
Yeah.
One of those places I'd love to go back to just to go and see it, because it was just. Plus, it was on an American PX, an American campsite, so it was.
You got to. That's another thing that a lot of people forget, is that it wasn't just American soldiers stationed in Germany; it was also the Brits as well. So
Yeah, like when you said that your dad was stationed, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how old are you, dude? Because I was thinking he was here in World War II. Sorry, that's okay. So this right here is a perfect example why our podcast is named "Pardon the Ignorance."
Exactly.
My
Exactly.
he's 7 years old. He's not a Tommy. He's he's one of the right.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Any other places you got that you've been?
I've been to Italy. I've been to Portugal. Been to Spain, Ibiza, Cyprus, Greece.
Jesus Christ.
Cyprus would be amazing.
Cyprus is the absolute balls. It's really, really good.
But it's extremely unstable right now. Oh, the last few years.
Fine, don't worry about it. When you're drunk, you don't really worry about unstable, do you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's fair.
I lived there for a year, so it was. I had to come back due to my kidneys failing. So it was because I was pissed for literally 10 months. It was great. So
Jesus.
Wow.
So what did you live there a year for? Just to live there?
No, I was working. I was working on a building site. I got the opportunity to go and work out there. So I helped build Nicosia Hospital. I was working on there doing some of the stuff there. So it was working during the day,
Mhm.
That's
Or in
definitely cool.
the evening, and that kind of stuff. It was great fun.
No, it
Makes
sounds like,
makes
see, you sound like a very cultured Englishman. How the hell do you meet this cunt Dave?
A mistake. There was two big guys in a room for a training session, and we kind of like gravitated towards each other.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
like
Yeah.
two planets, like two planets.
The hangover from hell, and I literally sat looking at Dave with my back to the speaker. Remember that guy that was talking, and he was just talking all day, and I got the biggest hangover in the world, and I just sat looking at Dave, and every now and then he go, "Hey, Rich," and I kind of wake up, kind of thing. So that was cemented on there on that. So it was
Yeah, I'm a hell of a wingman.
Nice.
it got me covered. It got me covered. Like poked me every now and then, and threw coffee my way. Good day.
We did stay up. I think the first time I met you, man, we stay up. We drank from that bar. I can't. It was what was that, like a country house? It was the hotel or a?
Was the Moat House. So it's like that's again. It's about nice places. If you guys get the chance to the UK, that it's. I mean, you've been to Ireland, haven't you, David? That kind of like amazing. But there's some places in the UK. If you put like the Lake District and things like that, and Cumbria and North, South Scotland, honestly, it's just this amazing places. But yeah, that's one of the places in Staffordshire. It's by a canal. There's a bar.
Yeah, it was.
I love the UK. It's London is one of my London and Kent are I love it. I absolutely love it.
Do you know I'm 44 years old and I've been to London 3 times in my life.
Yeah. It's that's typical. A lot of, especially like the Northerners and people from Manchester, the people in the Midlands, they they're not down with the Cockney people.
No, I think that 3 times, that was twice too many times, to be honest. I've recently been down to watch the rugby, but it's not a kind of place I want to,
Yeah.
especially up the centre of London, because it's just, I live in the country, literally like you. I live in a small village or a small town, and I showed Dave on Google Maps yesterday because we were really busy at work, and it's just, I live in the middle of the country, so going somewhere like the city is like alien to me. But Birmingham is 26 miles from me.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not. I don't like going down
either. So here's the thing. Now that I have an Englishman here on the podcast, I need something clarified for me on the pronunciation of a word. And most Americans aren't going to know what this is, but the ones that do are going to laugh their asses off. Is it chav or chav?
Chav. Actually, it's chav, and the original coining of that word chav is from Cannock.
Okay.
So it was coined in Cannock about 15, 20 years ago. And a chav is somebody who wears Rockport shoes with football socks,
yep,
and a tracksuit top and a base cap. That's a chav.
Fucking Ali G, baby.
It's one of the Ali G. Yeah, that's a chav. It's a similar kind of thing to a chav. And you'd see them and want to spit on them and beat them. It's just one of those things. Chav bashing, just go and give them a good
Oh, see, I see him. I want to fuck him, dude. I love it. I love it. I'm the same in America, dude. Fucking 10, dude. Give me a hillbilly bitch. Somebody out the trailer park. Let's have some fun.
There was one place, I don't know if you were just talking about it, Rich, but the place you were talking about where the all the different types of beer were. You went there with a couple of colleagues recently. It's supposed to be right up there.
We went to Stone, which is again on a canal, and it's got Jules Brewery, and there was beer after beer after beer, and you like all your kind of, I call them arse beers, because once you've had a couple of pints, your arse falls out. So it's
yeah, that's for me.
That's for you. You can go and enjoy yourself, but this pub was just amazing.
Bobby, if you looked at the menu card like I did, if you looked at the menu, there must have been 15, 20 different types of beer. You get smashed, even more smashed than you normally are. So
big roaring fire in the corner and all that kind of stuff. And again, you want to be careful because there is a canal, so don't drink too much, Bobby, if you ever do come over, because you'll be kind of doing that down towards Stafford.
That's all right. I'm a good swimmer. And that's the thing though, like when I black out drunk, I'm very functional. There's been times like we do this podcast and then the next day I'll be editing and go, what the fuck did we even talk about? No clue. And I don't even listen back to it. I just post it and I'm with my day, man.
You're homing pigeon instincts. I like it. It's good. Yeah.
Exactly.
Another colleague of mine recently told me that he found out I was doing a podcast from Rich. Rich forwarded it to him. And the guy goes to me and goes, man, I didn't know you could be serious on some topics. And the first thing that came to my head was like, what fucking podcast was he listening to? Like, yeah. It's been a while since, like, well, I guess we do have opinions on things. So,
and there are a few times where we do get serious.
Rich, what do you want to say?
I've listened to several of your podcasts, and I've literally sat laughing my balls off at some of your comments.
Mission accomplished.
And it's you go from the surreal to the sublime to the ridiculous in like such easy steps, easy segues back to serious. I'm thinking, shit, I'm going to start listening now because they're talking about stuff I need to know about. And then literally halfway through that conversation, there's more ridiculous shit thrown in the middle. I'm saying, yes, we're back. Yes, we're back in the room. Thank you very much.
I know you were listening for a while for the COVID updates, Rich, but we don't get into those anymore.
Nah, I'll give up on that now. I'm triple jabbed. I charge people $5 to lick me just to get the same kind of stuff that I've got going on. One of them.
Weird. I actually pay to lick people.
Excellent. Send me a $5.
But that's also, however, that's also my reasoning is what we have in common. I do that to give them what I have,
which is herpes.
Yeah.
So, and possibly some other shit as well.
Get your HPV vax, guys. Get it. It's not just for bleeders.
Well, Bobby, I'm going to tell you, we will definitely have Rich on again. I'm sure he has no problem. He has nothing going on Friday nights anyways.
No. Wife's actually away with some of her friends. And,
Are you lonely?
No, I'm sitting here touching myself, but don't worry.
Yeah. I was going to say.
That's why I lifted the camera up.
I was going to say, have a beat fest, man. Take it to the
fuck
couch.
it, dude. Let's get kicked off YouTube. Screen. Lower it down like.
Always while I've been listening. I'm saying.
Put it on the big screen. Bring your lotion. Put a towel down. It's going to get messy. That's all you got to say. It's only going to last 2 minutes, dude, but ride that pony out. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I think you're being optimistic with 2 minutes there, David.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of like you always talk about lotion and shit like that. It's like, do I really like, dude, my cleanup time is going to be 6 times longer than the actual beat sesh. Why?
But that's the point, especially if nobody else is in the house. You got that time to really spread them out.
No,
put a nice fan on for a gentle breeze.
There's no spread. Here's the thing. If nobody's in the house, I'm getting as many in as fucking possible. I'm not wasting time for one. I'm knocking 3 or 4 out, dude.
Not unless I got the pocket pussy out. If I got the pocket pussy, then we can go more.
I want to be passed out with a bag of chips on my heaving chest when people come in and go, what the fuck did you do while we were gone? Yeah, bitch.
Rich.
Every time my wife goes away or goes out, what's the first thing you do when I leave the house? Wank.
Exactly. I'm going to beat my dick as hard as I wish I could beat you.
Get that out of the way. The day's my own then. Go away. You can go and do whatever you want. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, get it out. Get it out of you. You're all set. You're all set. And also,
before she goes.
Are you going? I think it's hilarious that Brits call it a fanny. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, I love, dude. That's my favorite. I love it. It's my favorite.
But we've been calling it in America for 50 years a fucking fanny pack, and every time an Englishman hears it, they got to be fucking dying laughing.
Yeah, because a fanny pack is really a bum bag. Because a fanny in Britain and Australia is a front butt.
Yeah,
I love it. It is so good.
Well, couple of times, and my wife brought us some. We went to Disney, and she brought some. We call them bum bags.
Yeah.
So the little packs, or what you call fanny packs. And she said, "I bought you a fanny pack," and that was it. I was finished. So when I'm in America, I'm like strutting around. You want to see my fanny pack? Want to see my? And I was laughing. I was laughing all the way around Disney. I imagine some English people looking at me going, "What's that dick on about?" Just laughing. Mildly entertaining.
Good shit. Bob, I think we need to wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
Getting to that time. Actually, for us, it's almost double time because somebody forgot to hit fucking record earlier. But
we stream, like, I've been live streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. The first 45 minutes of the podcast, we weren't recording. I thought I hit record. I even did the intro music and everything, and it was like, well, I shit the bed today, and I'm sober.
yeah, we hit on all kinds of different topics, and that's well, just between me and you, Bobby, apparently. So it was good catching up.
I'll have a listen tomorrow at the bits I've missed, and then when it gets to me, I'm just going to switch off.
Fair enough. Then it's left out. Then you don't have to worry about it. Rich, we'd love to have you on again, man, if you want.
Most definitely give me a bit more notice, and I'll freshen up a little bit more next time.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Our malnutrition friend would probably join us as well. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
Bag.
That's another conversation that made the shit you give that guy, that made me laugh.
He's not even Jewish.
Again, it's nothing in his face, but I can imagine his face just dropping every time that you.
Like, we see it. Like, we'll say stuff, and you just see it in his face. He just goes, "God damn it!"
You do realize one day you're going to wake up and he's going to be over your bed in the middle of the night, mushrooming.
Yeah.
That's all right. He's only 60 pounds. I'll be like,
yeah, yeah. He's got some extras working some commercials recently, so about malnutrition people. So,
oh dear, poor guy.
Actually, oh my God, I just thought of the best thing we should do. I want to follow him around. Like, I want to sneak up behind him one day. Like, if he's walking around, and I just want to play like that Sarah McLachlan song that plays for like all those infomercials, you know, and just follow him around and narrate his day.
Do it. Let's do it. I'm in. He's not going to let us, but Pam would let it.
Pam will not let it.
I'm more afraid of Pam than him. So
yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks for stopping by this week. You all know where to find us. YouTube, anywhere audio version of podcasts are found, and our Twitch TV live stream that we do on Fridays. So come check us out. Reach out to us. Join the live chat. It adds nice interaction to it. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.